Kamara over the left side, breaks a tackle, and Kamara shifting the football into his right hand with room to run and a stiff arm as he's tossed out of bounds.
Number 41 just busts through this offensive line.
Longest run allowed this season by the Atlanta Falcons, and it puts him at the 47-yard line of Atlanta. And Kamara a little play action. Good fake by Taysom Hill. Open is Troutman, the tight end. Troutman diving for the pylon. Touchdown, New Orleans.
He's going to go all the way across the screen, and the linebackers are going to think it's a run. They thought it was a run all the way. You saw Deion Jones bite on the fake quickly and gave him just enough time to sneak out.
3rd down and 9. 6 defensive backs out there for New Orleans. Ryan with the pocket collapsing. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Onyemata. 2.5 sacks on the season. As you mentioned at the top of the show, never played a down this year. To get in would be awfully satisfying. Taysom Hill over the middle. Good throw to Humphrey, and Humphrey with a first down to midfield and out of bounds in Falcons territory.
Halfbacks in here to chip on the edge and get out for their pass routes.
Blitz coming. Hill waits, throws short, catch made, first down and more. Tre'Quan Smith on the run. Smith inside the 40 and down shy of the 35-yard line of Atlanta. From the 13, first down. Simeon throwing for Smith. End zone. Did he pull it in? He did. What a touchdown for Tre'Quan Smith. And the Saints extend the lead.
Hands like flypaper. Snag that thing. And that's exactly what you want. Sean Payton's going to be so proud of that throw.
Matt Ryan 6 of 9 for 68 yards to start this ball game. With time, Ryan looking deep for Gage, and it's intercepted! A one-hand pick! Paulson and Debo! What a snare! And out of bounds!
Look at this catch! Oh, wow. And look at the sideline. Just a simple go ball with a quick stutter move by Gage. And not a badly thrown ball. I mean, that's going to about the right place, and Debo just comes up huge for this defense. Oh, and you see the frustration from Matt Ryan, and then it's team picture day as it's become.
Trying to take care of business here, and they're counting on the Rams to continue what they're doing out west. Ryan to Davis, well defended. That was read so beautifully by Malcolm Jenkins. The ball popping out on the sideline and out of bounds. Is this going to be a fumble and the Saints football?
First down play.
And it is the Saints ball.
Malcolm Jenkins. What a play. Look at he realized.
3rd down and 4 for the Saints. Simeon looking for the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown. He found Jawan Johnson, and the Saints stretch the lead to 23-6. On 3rd and 3. Pressure up the middle. Ryan steps away, throws into traffic, and it's incomplete. Trying to fit it into Kyle Pitts, who has just 1 catch for 1 yard today. On 3rd and 1, it's Kamara. Oh, nifty footwork to find the opening and get the first down. Ryan tried the shovel pass, and it's batted away by Cameron Jordan. 2nd and 6. Kamara the carry, bouncing off a tackle. Kamara into the secondary and down.
To watch all game.
Ryan had to jump that one over the Saints defenders to get the screen going to Davis, who bounces off a tackler and is down at the 29, a pickup of 4. The ball came out at the end of the play. Saints are saying they have it. The officials say they do too. After Davis coughs it up for the 2nd time.
Alexander punched it out. Onyemata's right there.
That could be our rematch, would be our rematch next week if these two scores hold. Ryan under pressure, ball is out on the sack and recovered by Atlanta. For the Saints, they need a win and a San Francisco loss against the Rams to clinch a playoff spot. Ryan in trouble, down he goes. goes Cam Jordan, number 23, against Matt Ryan and the Falcons.